I don't got a reason to lie. They gave me the key to the sky, but I'd rather open my eyes, cause that's what'll keep me alive. Something that sees in my mind.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm coming to y'all with a reaction video, man. Today we're gonna be reacting to Prettyboy Fredo getting finessed out of $20,000, man.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Man, by a homeless man. So basically the story goes like this. Prettyboy Fredo, I want to say shouts out to Prettyboy Fredo. He's one of, a nice little inspiration as far as YouTube goes. Yeah, I mean, he grind, he do his thing. So it's respect first, but we gotta call it like we see it. Fredo decides to go to California, start this project basically about helping and observing a homeless man by the name of Jose. He starts by introducing himself, talking to him, kind of building a rapport with him. He took care of him. He took him to basketball games. He bought him food. He did so many different things with this guy to help him out. Heard his story. His story was, he had a crazy story. From what he say, you just never know. It's a homeless man, somebody they just trying to make it in life. So you got to look at it from both ways. Either you're trying to make it in a way where it can be positive, or he's trying to make it in a way of like, hey, I got to take it how I can get it just to survive to the next moment. With that being said, Fredo decides to extend his helping hand more and more as time goes along, and this documentation of it, it did make me feel a way sometimes when I did watch it, but I like those type of things. But the way as far as publicly doing it, I wouldn't do that, because I actually do things for the homeless, on my own. Now, I'm not going to document or anything like that. I'm going to do it behind the scenes. Basically, he ends up extending it by starting to GoFundMe and getting like his followers and everybody that, that's like subscribed to his channel to raise money. His goal was 15,000. He ended up getting like over 16,000. Now, when the 20,000 come in, he bought him like equipment for lawn care, because he wanted to start a lawn care business. So he actually spent a couple more thousand on top of the GoFundMe. Now, these are the deeper issues that got me. He was a part. The money is in Jose's name. That's an issue. He should be like deeper involved in the situation, because it's like he doesn't know how to handle money. Hence the situation. But also, it was kind of careless on Fredo as well, because he didn't think like, okay, I really have to be on this, because he said as soon as he got that money, he disappeared. He went off the radar. Now, how he got the money, he basically went to the bank, because they got a bank account, got everything, and it's in Fredo's name. But since it's also in Jose's name, he has a right to get a debit card or a credit card. I mean, a debit card. So he ended up getting a debit card, and he basically just started withdrawing money. He spent like $12,000 in 1 month. So Fredo was trying to find the transactions, where he's spending his money. He ended up finding them at a hotel. He went to approach him, and kind of, fronted him off like, that it makes sense, but at the same time, it's a lot more dangerous. They said it might have been a gun involved. I'm not sure. He seen Fredo. Fredo said he seen him with jewelry on, and it was prostitutes and drugs. That's what he's saying he did with the money. The video that I'm doing right now is basically just saying that when it comes to helping somebody, you gotta be more involved. You gotta really check the demeanor. It's like, okay, you could do all those things in front of me, but when I leave, what are you doing? Because there was times I seen him give him $1,000 and just walk away. Like, oh, here you go. I just want to help you out. And then he give him $1,000 and then go about his day. Like, that's, so you ever question the things that you do within the process where it was like, now, red flag. My red flag with him was him disappearing, or it's like you got to look at these small differences that changes from what somebody have something. He took him to a basketball game. It was things like that. I don't really see the benefit in that. That's just my opinion. But when you do things like that, you got to think further. He didn't think further. He just kind of took a moment and said, oh, I'm gonna take advantage of it. And that's when I think the karma kind of came back around. Like I said, I respect him, and it was a good gesture, but at the end of the day, man, you got finesse. That's 20,000, man. Like, I mean, I know you learned your lesson, but I felt as if you don't have to take further actions in it, because it's his position, and it's not like, oh, he was doing better. He was showing signs. Like, no, every time we seen him, you know, you were saying that it was different energy. His sister, he talked to his sister as well. They was in contact with him as far as getting his ID to even get the money from GoFundMe. It was a whole long process. And like I said, I respect the grind. I'm not knocking the grind and the hustle that he did to make it happen, but I am knocking him for not being like within the steps. What I would have done is, if I am in this situation, I would have set it up as far as like, yeah, I would have helped him out a little bit, and like actually got him into a program for rehabilitation, because he had issues with drugs and alcohol. This is documented on the channel. So if this is going on and you raise a GoFundMe and then you just give him $15,000 at one time with access to this money, like that's not a smart thing to do. That's just my opinion as far as like actually being hand in hand with the man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go with you here. Like, give you a 90-day program to get yourself together, you know, rehabilitate you, get you back into normal society, and gradually like give it like a job would do it. You're doing something right, all right, I give you some money. You know, making sure his family is in contact with him. You just don't be like, oh yeah, we made the money, and then just kind of undermine like, oh, he's not gonna go take the money. This, you know, it's like a crackhead, so it's not, you know what I mean? It was a little naive. So that's why I'm making this video, because like I said, I help people, so it's coming from a place like, man, I gotta be mindful of how I approach things as well, because if I'm gonna be out here helping and giving back and doing all these different things, I want it to come from a genuine place, and I also want it to be received in a positive and comfortable way where, you know, it's not fronting somebody off as well. That's why I do my thing behind the scenes, because somebody might feel embarrassed, like, oh, look what I'm doing for you, and then they kind of feel away. So that's my opinion on Fredo's situation and the things that he's doing. Like I said, it's an inspiration. I still watch his videos. I'm not unsubscribed, nothing like that. But, you know, I just want to state my opinion, y'all. I appreciate y'all for checking in with me. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Yeah, man. See y'all in the next video. Peace.
Watch your mouth, no dissing me. You know we all saw it. You say I'm fake, that's your opinion. That's just y'all story. Just face the fact I was y'all blessing, but y'all ignored it.